Hey, once again, this is Brother Teacher. Let me forewarn you or prepare some of you, many of you, for what is about to come. If I live to tell the stories, if I live to display and or medi out some information, if I live, and I don't say that in a derogatory sense or trying to be morbid or anything, make you scared that something is going to happen to me. I'm just simply saying it from the based on the situation, not that occurred with the stroke, but the fact that we're all human beings and anything can happen. I could not be here a few minutes from now. I could not be here tomorrow or next week. But cutting to the chase, I want to give you some more video information and some more value, and I just want you to hold on and get ready for it. This particular subject here, I have to be very sensitive, unfortunately, in how I put it out here, because the all-seeing eyes are watching, and we're being checked on and monitored. Even the terms that I use that infer or refer to those subjects of being watched. But anyway, the topic of this video is what social media doesn't want you to know about Brother Teacher on social media. The real simple answer is this: information that exposes corruption, information that's being shared with you, with a vast audience, that opens people's eyes, causes people to become more aware, more consciously aware of the world that we live in, as it relates to government, federal, state, local, community, if you will, all of the politics that go on, and all of the playing with the average, everyday individual's lives. It's unfortunate. I'm not saddened by it, even though I have been saddened by the notion or the idea that someone wants to impede our growth. Someone does not want, or several someones or entities don't want us as people to be informed about the world in which we live, because these entities exist for self. They exist for themselves. They have an agenda, and they've had this agenda. These are not new groups, but these powers that be have had an agenda for hundreds of years. Much of what their purpose is to control our freedom. Where we go, what form of information that is given to us, they want to control that information. They don't want us to get the big picture. They don't want us to be aware of there being a shadow government behind what we're given as being the government. I've heard people say over the years, several decades, we have to limit the power of government in our personal lives. So my question to you today is, are you an individual? Are you free? How much of your freedom is yours to control? Are you free in the true sense of being free? Or are you limited? What I've just said in these couple of paragraphs and sentences is really enough to get you to think. I don't really have to go too far down the rabbit hole with this, but I can, but I won't. I'll just simply say this. There's going to come a time in the not so distant future where we are going to have to be held accountable for our lives. Socially, and in your personal lives with your family and so forth, even close friends, people you deem to be friends, you have to be held accountable. You may not think so, but there's a lot of distractions in our everyday lives. Entertainment, we are being entertained. Entertainment seems to be more prevalent in the average human being's life, in America, let's say specifically here, more than our religious convictions, spiritual convictions. What type of car are you driving? Is it the latest model? Does it have all of the bells and whistles, and is it the latest style? Or the tires banging? What kind of rims do you have on your vehicle? What color is it? Is it metallic? Is it a two-tone color that changes in the summertime in the sunlight? Does it have all of these cat-like eyes for headlights and all of these different types of ornamentations on them? Does it have a loud stereo? Is it relatively cheap to get? Are you always having marketed to you these new cars, especially around this time with all of this extra money flowing around from you know where, from the government, especially for women who have children under a certain age and over a certain age, this extra money? People are walking around delusional. They think that everything is okay. A lot of people do, that is. But some of us that are consciously aware of what's going on, we are to some degree afraid. Not so much for self, but for the people who don't see. There are so many people who are blinded by the entertainment. They're blinded by these distractions that pull them away from what's really going on. Do you think that the money that the government is giving a lot of these families right now is going to last? Did you not know that we're leaving paper money? If you recall, not too long ago, there was a shortage of coins. May I ask you this question? How was there a shortage of coins? Can you say that there was a shortage of paper money as well? I don't think so, because the Federal Reserve prints it at will. They never said that, did they? How was there a shortage of coin? Now, why all of a sudden you don't hear anyone talking about a shortage of coins anymore, do you? I definitely don't hear it. I hope it doesn't seem as though I'm confused because of the appearance of me stumbling over words a little bit. It's only because I'm trying to be very careful and meticulous about what I say and how I say it, because I know someone's listening, someone's watching outside of the general audience. Someone's monitoring what I'm saying, and even they're going to censor certain things, I'm sure, as far as the amount of people who will watch this video or similar videos, because they don't want the population to really know what's going on. But I began to say that this topic of this video was what social media, certain social media platforms don't want you to know about me. I'm an activist. That's the answer. What kind of activist am I? I'm just, let's just say, a common man talking to common people that's trying to inform common people about the common problems that we have that are the result of people who are in power, who oppress us daily, who have no intent to benefit us. They give us the image of caring. They give us this illusion that they care about us, people that is. Some might say consumers. As it relates to hospitals, some might say patients. As it relates to retail, some might say customers. But they give us this illusion that they care about us. But why do they constantly do things to harm us? Have you ever asked yourself the question, if there's an organization that's supposed to monitor, protect us, the people, from all of the ingredients that are placed in our foods and our medications, if they're there to help us, some say this organization begins with an F and it ends with an A. I'm sure you know who that is. But it's there to protect us. But why does it still allow all of these harmful additives and chemicals in our food products? Maybe somebody is in bed with somebody else. Maybe someone is padding someone else's pocket. Maybe they are part of the problem. Why must we trust them? If you go to the grocery store and you have to read the ingredients on a package, and many of the things that you read, you've never heard of them, can't pronounce most of the ingredients, doesn't a flag go up in your mind? What's going on here? Have you ever taken the time to investigate what those chemicals are, those additives are, those colors are, those dyes are, those strange and peculiar words? What are they really? Under the guise of being inside a food product, I think we know by now that there are artificial flavors, caking agents, emulsifiers. There are things to retard spoilage, to stop the food from spoiling. There's artificial colorings, things that make the product look real good on the shelf. But all of those steps that are taken to make that product, that food product that is, sellable, isn't it harming us? Have you ever taken the time to do your own due diligence, your own research, and find out? Have you ever researched any of these chemicals? Many of them, most of them, are harmful to our health. Many of them, most of them, are carcinogenic, cancer causing. But this group, whose first name starts with an F and ends with an A, you know who it is, they allow it. How long do we have to continue to ask these people when enough is enough? When are you going to stop putting poison in our foods just for profit, just to sell it, just so it stays on the shelf longer? And what about the pharmaceutical industry? They give perks, cutbacks, benefits to hospitals and doctors for pushing their drugs. Biggest drug dealers on the planet are not the guys on the street. It's the ones that's wearing the suits and ties. Those are the biggest drug dealers. And anytime you're talking about anything natural that can heal you and make you whole again, oh no, we can't have that because it doesn't bring in billions of dollars annually the way we want it to, because it's not an official, approved, patented drug put out by us. What's the difference in a bushel of greens and broccoli and sweet potatoes as it relates to health versus a pharmaceutical drug for pain that causes liver damage, stomach ulcers, various other situations? What's the difference? The bottom line. Can you imagine a pill bottle with about 20, 30 pills and it's supposed to carry you a month? In many instances, $70, $100, $200 for that bottle of pills versus a bushel of greens or broccoli or sweet potatoes that cost you less than $5. Do you get it? Do you see why social media doesn't want you to know certain things about me? These types of things is what they don't want you to know. They don't want me to share, and I'm just one person, if you will. I'm just one man in the wilderness shouting out, trying to help my fellow men and women. They don't want you to know this information. I was targeted a long time ago. I was under the microscope a long time ago. But my journey has been subtle. A few of my videos have been removed because I touched on subjects that were sensitive, not because I said anything wrong, not because I did anything wrong. The point is I did something right, but the powers that be doesn't want right displayed on their platform because it's going to benefit and possibly educate and liberate hundreds of thousands and even millions of people. So they had to catch me at my lower place. I haven't gained enough traction, but they see the potential of it snowballing at some point in time. So let's stop him now. We've already attacked and removed and censored various other prolific, various other conscious-minded individuals who had a large audience. We had to get rid of them. Would I be next? Is that why I'm being watched so closely? Is that why, as long as I've been on certain platforms for so many years now, my viewership has dropped? My amount of subscribers even hasn't grown exponentially? Come on now. I've been doing this long enough. I should have a few million subscribers. I should. But because of who I am, and as small as I am, they don't want me to be big. It's not a matter of me wanting to be big. All I'm here is to just educate you with the information that I've been blessed with. Now, I may not be as big as some that have been removed. I may have not gotten to the point where I have hundreds of thousands and millions of followers already. But there's a fear that I may just be there, and I would have been there had they not put restraints on me. Now listen, I said this in a video probably several months ago, maybe a year ago. As long as I'm here, listen to me carefully. As long as I am here right now, what I want you to do, those that are loyal to this particular channel of mine, any information that helps you in your life, that benefits you, that edifies you, that encourages you, that you see on this platform or any other platform you find me, record it and share it while it's here. Explain it to your children. Explain it to your loved ones. Share it with them. And you let them know this is for our benefit. This man is trying to hurt, not hurt, but help all of us. And in doing so, he's being hindered. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes open. Keep your ears open. Keep your heart and your mind open to knowledge. And don't fall for everything that you see. Watch out for the distractions. Watch out for the things that are put in front of you to cause you to not see what's actually going on behind you, behind closed doors. We are in the matrix. We've been in the matrix for a while. There is an alternate reality. The actual reality is that our freedoms are being compromised. Our freedoms, many of them have been taken away from us. They have been. And they're still slowly being removed from us until the point, this is the agenda, until the point where we won't have very many freedoms at all, if any. Be safe, be encouraged, be of good cheer, be vigilant, be watchful. I mean that. As the old expression goes, watch, be watchful, and constantly pray. Pray without ceasing, as the scripture says. Pray for one another, not just your family. We are all a family. We are one worldwide family. They have made us think and believe that we have something against one another. That's all by design. Stay close, irrespective of your ethnicity, your background, your nationality, color of your skin. Stay close, because we all are going to need each other before it's all said and done. You follow? I hope that this was adequate enough to get your minds to be open to what's really going on. The things that we eat should be real, not real poison. They should be real food. Know the purpose of food. The things that you put on your body should be real. The people that represent us, supposedly, in every aspect of life, in the so-called legal system, in the medical industry, in governments, they should all be genuine. And I'll leave it at that. You need to question, is it really true? Are they really genuine? Do they really intend us, the people, good? Or are they harming us directly and indirectly? Take control of your life. You hear what I said? Take control of your own life and stop letting third parties control all or most of your lives. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your family, your future generations. Black, white, Asian, and otherwise. I'm talking to all of you. May Yahweh bless and keep us all. He loves you, and I love you. So long.